March Madness will stop us from going live, even if a former coach is coaching in the tournament. We are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Blake Ruffino. This is Are You Serious Sports. We hope all of you are making it a good one. We know that we are as well. We are currently monitoring March Madness, though, as Oakland is up on Kentucky 28-25, and McNeese is down, which is about to be by 7, I believe, to Gonzaga in the first half. So good luck to both of those teams. We are monitoring all around in here in the studio. March Madness has been live. We canceled Around Your SEC today because March Madness was starting, knowing we would do the AYS segment here later tonight. So we will pick back up next week with Around Your SEC. Lots to talk about tonight, though, with LSU. We might not go as long as we normally do because of the chaos of March Madness, but we do need to break down this LSU versus Florida preview. Also got Mississippi State, Texas A&M on the wall over here. We got lots of baseball going, too. Am I a little bit of I know a lot of people are watching March Madness. I'm more paying attention to college baseball right now. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that is just me. But we got lots of sports going on, man. It's one of the greater times in all, really, of sports during the spring because you got basketball going on, college basketball, college baseball is on SEC Network, and we got spring football that is happening. By the way, we will be out there on Saturday for the entire practice. Gracious that Brian Kelly has allowed us to be out there for the entire practice. So great time of year. A lot of sports to talk about. We do that here tonight. We will break down the LSU baseball preview or series versus Florida. Really looking forward to it. Look, I will tell you, you got a lot in common. You got a hell of a lot in common. You do or have had better starts from the pitching aspect than Florida has. Florida announced who they were going to start. No real, what's the word I'm looking for here? Surprise who their weekend guy is going to be. Jack Caglione goes on Sunday or game 3 as he normally does. He has been their best pitcher so far. We will talk on that. We'll talk on the rotation. I will tell you, though, don't let Florida losing some of these midweek games fool you. It also shouldn't fool you because of what happened last week with Mississippi State, but Florida is absolutely demolishing the baseball right now. However you want to slice it, however you want to dice it, they are demolishing the baseball right now. So we'll touch on that. We will touch on that. Also, we'll just, look, I mean, that's pretty much all that we're here to do here tonight, really. Maybe a little bit of a recruiting update at the end, and then we'll ask questions if you got them. So, not going to be a long show, but hopefully it is very informative. Paul Tube says, go Cowboys. And also says, wish we would have kept Will Wade. Paul, I will tell you, like I said this week or earlier this week, guys, I think it's time to move on. Okay? I think it's time for us to move on. You can monitor it. It's time to move on. Jerome says, McNeese better get it together. Well, I don't think they're going to. We'll see. Dane Bergeron says, good job filling in for Buddy with Mike Scarborough yesterday. Yeah, man, took a lot of criticism behind that, believe it or not. Man, I tell you, sometimes fans of this fan base will try to crucify their own, and it's a fucking shame, to be honest with you. It's a shame. You would rather run somebody down that's from here and promote somebody who isn't. It's honestly a shame. But look, it's the state we live in, and some of the people that are here that are fucking retarded. So Conrad says Will Wade is a legend. We're not spending this show talking about Will Wade. Lance says, I thought you did a great job. What the hell? Yeah, it took a lot of criticism behind it. Took a lot of criticism behind it. Just people getting mad about me. Oh, stop talking about the running backs, you piece of shit, I think was one of the comments. F you, bro. F you. I really don't care. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and if you like it, great. If you don't, you can sit on a bag of you-know-whats. That's how I feel right now. All right. We got lots and lots to get into. Let's waste no time here because we do got lots to talk about. Let's talk about our good friends over at betonline.ag and our good friend Tyler Alexander over at LPT Realty, our good friends over at J&J Exterminating. If you haven't done so already, do us a favor. Hit the like and share. Share to all those groups. Share to all of those social media pages. If you're watching us, listening to us on YouTube, like, subscribe, notification bell, wherever any of you are listening on podcast, rate, review, and subscribe. No, Chris, not a bag of nails. They can sit on something else. Starts with the letter D. All right, we got lots to talk about. Let's talk about this Florida preview. We do that next. Stay with us. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way for you to wager on all of your favorite sports, contests, events with the first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews for all the news for each league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, college sports, esports, and even golf. BetOnline continues to be the top online resource for all of your sports information for live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head on over to BetOnline today and use your mobile device to join and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BELIEVE50, that's BELIEVE50, BLEAV 50, to receive your 50% off welcome bonus on your first deposit. That's betonline.ag, betonline.ag.
He will sell your house and find you a new. Well, Tyler's the man, he's here for you. If you want to buy or sell, well, it's not too late. Dial 955-0008. Just call 955-0008. Y'all call Tyler, he'll shoot you straight.
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
We're back. Come on, guys. All right, let's break down this LSU Florida preview very quickly. Like I said, we won't be too terribly long here, but I think we have a lot that we do need to discuss. Look, last year you faced Florida in the national title game. Didn't face them in the tournament. Didn't face them in the regular season last year. Somewhat, you felt like you may be in a collision course with them once the bracket came out. They were a really good team. They were a good team all year. They were on a favorable side of the bracket last year, but they were a really good team that belonged to be in the national title. Guys like Jack Haglione that you got to go up against again, guys like Wyatt Langford, guys like Ty Evans, guys like Tyler Chanel. So some of those dudes are still there, by the way, but it's a title rematch. And I could tell that Jay, even today, was a little bit excited because he has not faced Florida, who I at least I feel, I haven't asked or gotten this told to me. I feel like Jay thinks that Florida, it's LSU, maybe Arkansas, but Florida is up there more than Arkansas. It's LSU and Florida right now for more of the most prestigious baseball teams in the conference. And I don't think that he's wrong there. Look, you're very similar. These two teams are very, very, very similar. You know, I look at Florida, and there's a lot to be made of them. You know, what fans do, we don't really watch the games. They lose to Jacksonville in a midweek this past week, or literally the other day, I should say. And there was a little scuffle where players were yelling at one another. We see the video. We had tweeted out the video as well, but we don't necessarily look or watch the games. Been watching some of Florida. Went back and watched a lot of their ball games. I think Wheels on YouTube is the one that breaks all of it down with all of the videos. I will tell you, man, they are a lot like you were a little bit last year, and without losing midweek games. They are hitting the ball all over the place. You know, Jack Caglione leads them in batting average. He's hitting .414. He's got 9 home runs. He's got 21 RBIs. But the man who everybody thinks is the best player in college baseball, and quite honestly, he may just be that, doesn't even lead their team in home runs. Colby Shelton does. Guys, their 1, 2, 3 hitters, okay, are pushing on 30 home runs already, and we are at March 21st. You can't mess around with them. And we will talk about them, what they have on the mound in a minute, but don't expect them, even though that they've lost games in the midweek. They lost their opening game of the season. I forget to maybe St. John's, if I remember correctly, was who they played. They lost that game. Then they got rained out. Then they couldn't revenge their opening day loss. Doesn't matter because they got Cags. They got Ty Evans, who's hitting .360. They got Shelton, who we just talked about. They have Tyler Chenault, who's hitting .329. By the way, he also has 7 bombs on the year. And Cade Curlin, who I think is their sleeper, he's hitting around 300. He's right at 308, 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. He's gotten a lot of bad breaks. He actually leads, I saw the stat today, he leads their team in exit velo, not Jack Caglione. It's Cade Curlin. So when you look at the top 5 of their lineup, guys, all of them are going to hit above 300. All of them have serious power. If you leave something out of the heart, over the heart of the plate this weekend, it's going to hit Nicholson. I'm not joking. They have been really hot at the plate. What has bugged them or been a issue for them at times is when they've had runners in scoring position, they have been down. They have not been able to capitalize. But they did last weekend versus Texas A&M. They came back from, I think it was a 5-6 run deficit. They poured it on A&M, and they wind up winning the series at home. You can't ever count them out, no matter what happens. Guys, I will admit, I think that you could make an argument that they are arguably either one of or the best at the plate in the SEC right now. I'm dead serious. The power that they have is ridiculous. You cannot breathe in their lineup 1, 2, 3. And you're not going to be able to. And we're really 1 through 5. Maybe with Cade Curlin a little bit, you just cannot breathe through half of their lineup because they have guys that can absolutely destroy baseballs. You can as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Or actually, we'll get to that right now. The issue for Florida has been very simple. It's what they've gotten from a starting pitching-wise on Friday and Saturday. Now, Cade Fisher is who we're going to see on Friday night or tomorrow. He's 2-1 on the year, but he's got a 7.94 ERA. He has not been good this year. Wasn't good last Friday. Hasn't been good in a lot of his starts. Has 22 2/3 innings pitched. Here's the issue with Cade Fisher that you need to watch out for. Even though he's given up a lot of runs, even though guys are able to really, just be honest, tee off on him at times, it doesn't mean that he's not a Friday night guy. Let me tell you why. Guys, in 22 innings, he's got 37 strikeouts. Now, if he puts it all together, he is one of the more better arms that you will see. The problem has been is that he has a 300 batting average against him, and he's leaving too many fastballs, too many breakers over the heart of the plate, and it's getting absolutely smashed. So not only Cade Fisher, but Liam Peterson too, who you're going to see on Saturday. He also has a 7+ ERA as well. He's only had 18 innings pitched, and he got rocked last weekend as well, and he has been all year. The problem with him, though, is he's walking people, and then he's giving up a base hit. Walking people, then giving up another base hit. The issue that you face with him is, hey, man, he might walk you. You need to be patient. Teams aren't really hitting off of him, though. They're hitting below 220. So I look at Florida and say to myself, look, man, if there is a series that is going to be very electrifying or has the potential to be very electrifying at the plate, it's this one. Now, how does Luke Holman respond after the weekend that he had, or the start that he had versus Mississippi State, that I still don't think was that bad? Guys, he still has a .63 ERA. Like, I mean, it's not like he has been bad. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's been arguably one of the best pitchers in the SEC, was the pitcher of the month in the SEC, or was it pitcher of the week or pitcher of the month? I thought it was the pitcher of the month in February. But nevertheless, the two guys that you're going to see Friday and Saturday night starting, you can get to. Now, with Tommy Tanks getting hot, with guys like Bear Jones seeing the ball, what I think pretty well, guys, Bear Jones leads your team in walks with 14, actually 15 if I'm not mistaken. I know he's been striking out a little bit, but he's also walked a hell of a lot too this season as well. Guys, you got to capitalize on two guys, a Friday night guy and a Saturday night guy that has not found it yet. You cannot be the team that they find it against. Go out there and be aggressive, because they are going to leave fastballs over the plate that you got to send to Nicholson too. I do think personally that we are at a place where, or at a series, I should say, where you could see a lot of fireworks. Now, last weekend I said I had LSU taking 2 out of 3, but cautioned you that Mississippi State wanted it more than you did. I'm going to say something similar to that here tonight. Florida wants a little bit of revenge. I've seen what they're talking about on social media. I have monitored some of the stuff that they were saying in post games when they did some interviews. I've seen Kevin O'Sullivan have some words, nothing vulgar or nothing bad, just that you can tell that they are excited to be in Baton Rouge. I think that they want a piece of you after what happened in the national title game last year. And guys, why wouldn't they? That's not a slight to you. That's not a slight to LSU or the fans. Those guys are competitors. And I mean, it's just commonplace, because if that would have happened to you, kind of like what we had in the national title last year when we wanted to get that lick back that Florida gave us in the national championship against Paul Beneri, Kramer, and those guys. You wanted to get a little bit of revenge on them. Guys, they want to come in here and do that, a little bit of that to you as well. So I'll say this. Jack Caglione will start on Sunday. By the way, he's been their best starting pitcher without question. It's not even remotely close. The last time that we saw him start, he went 5+ innings. He's got a 1.77 ERA, 34 strikeouts. It's second on the team in strikeouts. The guy that you saw last year, okay, in Game 3, LSU versus Florida, is not the same guy that you're going to see on Sunday. I hope it is. I hope the guy that you see on Sunday is who we saw in Omaha this past summer. It's not going to be. He's been a little bit better accuracy-wise. And by the way, guys, I'm just going to say it. I love Tommy Tanks to death. I think he's one of the best players in college baseball. Hell, I think he's one of the best players that we've ever had at LSU. Guys, Jack Caglione is the best player in the country. It's not even remotely close. Mainly because of what he does at the plate and what he can do defensively at first and what he does on the mound. He is a ridiculous human being. He is literally the college version of Shohei Ohtani. Which, by the way, Ohtani got a little bit of heat. Did y'all see that? This little gambling scandal. Shohei Ohtani, you're in a little bit of trouble, pal. He might be in a little bit of trouble. I think Major League Baseball is going to sweep it under the rug. hear me and hear me well. Shohei Ohtani, the incident with him is going to get swept under the rug. They're going to put it on the interpreter. They're going to put it on the interpreter. So I look at this series, man. Do I think that you can win it? 1,000%. Do I think you sweep? Hell no. I don't. Because I think that when you got Hurd going up against Caglione, no, I do not. I think you got to take Friday and Saturday. I think Friday and Saturday is your best shot. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't get to Jack Caglione. Doesn't mean you can't win on Sunday. I just think you need to get to these two guys. I think that you need to get to Cade Fisher. I think you got to get to Liam Peterson. And yes, on Sunday, when you try to go for absolute, I'm not saying, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying don't go for the sweep. I just think that they're going to take one from you. And look, I hope that Death Valley is as raucous and as loud as it can be. I hope that fans pack it out on Friday night. Guys, this could start turning your season a little bit and giving some of these guys some confidence. Now, we need Tommy Tanks to stay hot, man, because I do think what he is doing is contagious. I think what he'll continue to do is contagious. And we need him to stay hot, along with Bear Jones. I like the lineup that they have right now. I quite honestly hope that they don't change things. I hope that they stay with Bingham, White, and then Jones. I know that that's three right-handers, but yeah, man. I mean, I just – I don't know. All right, let me get to a couple of comments. If you have thoughts, questions, concerns, you can put them in there as well. Why, after winning a national championship, LSU women's basketball is having a hard time recruiting top players this year? They're not completely done yet. We'll see. That was from Gavin. Brandon says the box will be rocking. I really hope so. I really hope so. Cole Adams says, is the interpreter his boyfriend? Look pretty close, just saying. I don't know about all that. Mark Allen says Pete Rose is pissed. Yeah, that gambling scandal, man, it smells so funky. It smells so funky. And I got to be honest, man, like, I think that you could have – I mean, for me, I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Even if he bet against his team. Pete Rose betting against his team as a manager has nothing to do with what he did in the accomplishments that he had. Guys, he has the most hits in Major League Baseball's history, if I'm not mistaken. Put in Pete, man. Put Pete back. Put Pete. Hell, for that matter, even if you got to do a whole different segment saying, hey, these guys, you know, put the steroid era guys in there. Put Pete Rose in there. Baseball Hall of Fame is full of uppity golf course, country club having dudes that, quite honestly, are so far out of touch. Like, by the way, did y'all know that there was games in Korea this year? Did you know that they started a series in Korea? See, baseball has such a horrible time managing and marketing baseball. Quite honestly, they got to fire their commissioner. They got so, guys, if I swear to God, if I was the commissioner, I really believe that, I swear to God, I know this is going to sound cocky. It's really not. I really think that I could be the commissioner of baseball. I swear to God. And it's not even from a baseball aspect. They got to go out and market it better. Market Shohei Ohtani better. Mike Trout better. Hell, market everybody. Jazz Chisholm, Vlad Guerrero Jr., whoever you want to market, do it. Don't rely on the teams to do it. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, whoever it may be. Garrett Cole, Dansby Swanson, Dylan Cruz. Like, they got to start marketing shit better. They don't. They're so ass at it. They've never really been good. Altuve. Like, they're so bad at marketing. It's honestly a crying shame. So, yeah. Let me say this. Their bullpen, okay, has been steady. They've had a steady bullpen, meaning Florida. Look, man, it's just I feel like this is a little bit more of a typical Florida team. Like, and Sully's gonna have arms. They're a really good team. Like, guys, they can easily come in here and take 2 of 3 out of you. Easily. You could easily take 2 or 3 from them. But don't get that shit confused now. Like, you got to be locked in and focused this weekend. It's not a joke. And quite honestly, you can't lose back-to-back series. You can't afford to do that early in the year. You really can't. All right. Ross Barkhurst says the valid scouting reports are the death of our return hitters. They know what not to throw. I mean, I feel like you got a really good scouting. You're going to have a really good scouting report on them anyway, but maybe. I mean, look, you've seen Jack Caglione. They've seen Thatcher Hurd. Who started game 2? Was it Ackenhausen? I forget who. I forget who started game 2. Skeens. Yeah, Market Skeens. Bryce Harper, Bregman. Yeah, I agree with all of you on that. Chris Lomax says, just like they getting Paul in AA ball. Yeah, I mean, shoeless Joe Jackson. Brad says, bullpen is stacked. They can have a bad game here and there. We look past State. We should have never done that. Yeah, you never should have. Guys, a week ago today, we came on this program and told you if you look past Mississippi State, you're going to get your asses beat. It meant a lot to them. I don't even know. Let me look it up right now because there are some games being played right now. Mississippi State was one of them, if I'm not mistaken. They started at 6:30. Mississippi State is down 1-0 to Texas A&M on the road. Auburn is down 1-0 to Arkansas at home. So yeah, let's see if Mississippi State can continue this trend. But Sierra, who we faced on Friday night, has an inning in 2/3 innings pitch. He's given up a run. Hagen Smith, 5 innings, no unruns. That dude is ridiculous. I will tell you this: Arkansas is ridiculous too. Arkansas is ridiculous. I will probably go ahead and say this. Regardless of how the season goes, I 1,000% think Jay gets more active in the portal, especially with what he has at the plate next year than he did this year. I 1,000% believe that. I think he's going to go stupid in the portal next year. Cole Adams says if Major League Baseball was smart, there would be a team in Mexico City before Toronto. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. I mean, Mexico City has been really good. I think that the problem, and not trying to get geopolitical here, but I do think the issue has been with Mexico City mainly has been due to, well, you know what it's due to. Mexico City actually is not a fantastic place. It can be, but because of the current situations in that country, it has not been. So I will just say, I don't know. Raise your hand in here if you've been to Mexico City. Can be a great place. Food is fantastic. It's just an issue. Brandon Graziano says, if we lose this series, going to be trouble with going to Arkansas next week. I know. And look, Hagan, I mean, you can. I'm not saying that you're going to lose on Friday next week. It's going to be hard with Hagan Smith. Good luck, buddy. Michael says he's been to Mexico Beach, Florida. Billy says 2 times. Very dangerous place, however. It's very dangerous. I don't think that you could put a Major League Baseball city there, or team there, excuse me. Black Mamba Ram says, I'll be at the game Friday night. I already know Florida is coming into this game with a chip on their shoulder. Who wins game 1 will set the tone. 1,000%. 1,000%. And you're going to see what Luke Holman's made of, too. I mean, even though I thought Luke Holman didn't have a bad performance last Friday, I think that he's a little pissed off. You know, like, I don't think he liked the performance. You just got so overwhelmed. You know, like, I mean, it's like in a fight. Like, I don't know if any of you in here watch fights, but I love the fight game. It's like when a boxer or a guy in MMA, he gets hit with that first real strong jab, and he's never the same after that. I mean, they kept pouring it on you. Now, you gave him a haymaker on Saturday, but they started hitting you with body shots, and you couldn't rebound. And Sunday, I got to be honest, I mean, we went out to get Ben's, my son's T-ball stuff, and I was literally telling all my friends, they're like, well, you're not, you know, we're going to come over and watch. I'm like, no, man, we're not going to win. Like, I'm going to watch it on my phone. We're going to go get his stuff and come home and watch the rest of the game. We're not winning. Like, they beat us on Sunday before any pitch was ever thrown. And it was what it was. Now, I think that tone was set on Friday, but when LSU struggled to win on Saturday, it looked like they had no more life. Like, emotionally, this team was drained last weekend, and it's a shame. Yeah, I see it. I know a lot of you wanted to come in here and talk about Will Wade. Sorry that you can't. Gonzaga's up 24. We weren't coming in here to talk about McNeese anyway, which, by the way, the team McNeese is a big rival to the Southeastern. I don't want them to have success even if Will Wade's there. LSU has offered Chris Hendry Jr. Ruh-roh. Kid's a 5-star Ohio State commit from Mater Dei. What did I tell you last night about Cortez Hankton? Never underestimate my man, Cortez Hankton. I will say this about recruiting. They are going to continue to stun some of you. Some of you are stunned, and I think some of you believe that you won't be able to, that they will be able to continue to stay with it. I think that they will be. I think that they will. Cole Adams says that I don't know how to say that. The brewery is clean. I don't know what that means. Rick says the errors being made in the field are troublesome. They are troublesome, and I think it's why you were so overwhelmed last week. Like when you weren't able to get on the field, you're down one, you got to roll that double play, and you can't. It was an issue. It was an issue. Brandon Reese has asked Blake, which sport do you think that the SEC is more competitive in from top to bottom, football or baseball? Right now, it's baseball. Right now, it's baseball. If Saban were still at Bama, I think you could have the debate. With Alabama not being who they are right now, I don't think that you can 1,000% say that it is football. But I do think that Saban's absence is bigger than people are giving it credit for. It's not the reason why LSU is doing better in recruiting. It does have a little bit of something to do with it, though. Because there are some guys that probably would have gone to Bama, and some guys that even from Alabama that you may get that would have gone to Bama besides here. My lemon pepper steppers. You got to be old school AYS to remember the lemon pepper steppers. Who remembers the lemon pepper steppers? David says, should Gavin Guidry play some shortstop? I will say this. I'm going to say no. I don't think Gavin's good enough at the plate. At least not right now. And that's not a knock on him. He's just not. I got to be real with you. I don't think Braswell has been bad. I know that's not going to make me any friends. I don't think Braswell's been bad, to be honest with you. I mean, some of you wanted to crucify Jordan Thompson last year. And statistically, he's better right now than Jordan Thompson. Let me look at this. I mean, Michael Braswell's hitting 274. He started 21 games. Let's see. He's got the 1 home run, 6 RBIs. He has 11 walks, 4 hit by pitch. He's got a 405 on base percentage. I mean, guys, anybody hitting 275, I mean, I just don't think that you have the 12 runs, 17 hits. I don't think he's been that bad. I know in the field it hasn't been fantastically great, but neither has let's see. He's committed 6 errors. It's not good. Would love to know how many Jordan Thompson had committed at this time last year. Probably around the same. Probably around the same. Let me look at this. Try to find Jordan Thompson. All right, let's see. Paul Sub Martin on YouTube says the issue is that Braswell has had some Jordan Thompson-esque plays that are triggering in PTSD from Thompson. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I can't. You got me. You know, I mean, you're right. I mean, he is right. Danny Girl says the lemon pepper steppers is OG AYS. Yeah, that's like going back like 250 episodes, 300 episodes, 400 episodes, really. Man, and next week we're at 897 right now, right? We'll be at 900 episodes next week. God, dog. What a time to be alive, man. Cole Adams says, is there a scrimmage on Saturday? I don't know if there's a full-blown scrimmage, Cole. Talking about football here. I don't know if there's a scrimmage, but what I do know is that we will be out there. Here's what, I love these shows that not a lot of people show up to because I'm going to give you a pretty massive nugget because I know a lot of people are watching March Madness. Here's what I was told and got some film to back it up. After we left on, what was that guy, Wednesday? On Wednesday, when we left, the offense got locked down in their team period. There were a couple of interceptions thrown by all the quarterbacks, Ricky Collins included, A.J. Swan included, Garrett Nussmeier included. The offense had an issue on Wednesday during the team period. I was told a pretty massive issue. Now, what's going to happen is, and the reason why I ain't going out on Twitter or social media, hang tight. We're going to go out there Saturday and it's going to be a bloodbath because it's going to flip-flop. Offense had a bad day. We even saw that during camp in August last year. Jaden had an off day at practice, threw an interception. DBs looked pretty decent. And everybody's like, oh, okay, well, they just need to get caught up. No, hell no. He had a bad day during summer camp, and it was 110 degrees outside, and the heat index made it feel like it was 120. So spare me. I think tomorrow, Saturday, when we're out there, it's not going to look pretty. Now, here's the question. If the defense does put back-to-back days together where it's like, oh, shit, then we need to start talking about it. Until then, let's monitor. Billy on Facebook says, I was in Stark Vegas this past Saturday and Sunday, unfortunately. Well, Saturday they won. I mean, they were 1-1 with you. Penn Jones says, has it really been that long since the Lemon Peppa Steppas episode? Yeah, it's been like 700 episodes. It's been like 700 episodes ago. Dude, 900. That's insane. Man, I mean, name something you've done 900 times other than like breathing or walking. It's been great. All right. We're going to cut it a little bit short here. We will see y'all on or tomorrow night for the post game. And then we may do one on Saturday as well, and then we'll recap what we saw in the scrimmage, or not the scrimmage, in the spring practice for Saturday too. So a lot of things going on. Until then, we'll see y'all tomorrow night for the post game. Y'all have a good one. Go watch some March Madness. I'm going to go watch me some baseball too. Y'all have a good one. Peace.